Yeah.
You do this every single time.
I do that every single time. Yeah.
Every freaking time.
Just testing the mic, man.
We always test the freaking mic.
Gotta test it again, man.
All right, man. Yeah, it is 4:20.
Oh, 4:20 on the dot.
It's
I know,
4:20 p.m.
Yeah.
The date is April the 28th, 2020.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of shit's been happening.
Yeah.
A lot of shit been going down.
Yeah.
That's how this whole conversation kind of sparked.
What, all the shit that's happened so far in this 2020? It seems like it's happened. It's been an eternity of a year, but it's really.
It feels like it's been.
Hasn't it, dude? It feels like it's been such a long time.
It feels like a really long time.
And it's only May. Well, you know, it's May, about almost halfway through the year.
It's only been 4 months.
We're almost about to be halfway through the year.
It hasn't even been 4 months yet.
No, we haven't even completed the 4 months.
It hasn't even been
and
a
the amount of
complete
shit
4
that's
months.
happened, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's just wild to think about just everything that's happened so far.
From comical to like seriousness, the stupid shit that's happened, the crazy shit that's happened. Like,
but yeah. I mean, positive, negative. We're gonna be going all through it today.
Yeah, take a little different turn from what we usually talk about.
Yeah.
Just kind of it feels like we're the amount of things that have happened. It feels like we're gonna like review a year.
It feels like this is just 2020 in review, but we're actually gonna title this like
so far
2020 so far, and it's not even fucking May yet, man.
Dude, wild.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
So the way we're gonna try to or kind of do this is I've collected, or not collected myself, but I kind of just typed in like past 100 days of 2020, and so it gives me a list of the things that have kind of happened in 2020 so far. Obviously, some things that are mentioned and some that aren't mentioned, but we're gonna talk about basically the ones that really just pique our interest. The ones that just crazy, just
a really
out of this world
super
stuff.
Impromptu kind of
thing.
Today.
Yeah, super impromptu. By the way, my name is Adam Trevino.
I'm Elijah Rodriguez.
Yep, and this is the Common Ground Podcast. So thanks for tuning in with us. We got a lot to talk about, but we're just gonna start off with square one. So
what's the first one?
Well, it's kind of actually taking it back to 2019.
Okay.
And it was about the fucking gift. Remember the gift from
from
North Korea?
But see, sorry, I was living it. Oh no. The gift was supposed to happen. Why? Do you remember?
It was just that.
They just said they had a Christmas gift, right?
It was Kim Jong-un telling us that we had a Christmas gift.
Did we ever get a gift?
No,
never happened.
I don't think we did. But people expected it to be like.
They thought it was gonna be a bomb. I remember that we were expecting a missile. But I was living at home at the time, so it happened in 2019. Oh no, it could have been.
It did happen in 2019.
No, it could have been 2020.
No, it was 2019 because it was talking about it on Christmas.
Because I remember, but I remember the World War III thing was starting because it was the gift, and then that guy died.
The guy died January 2nd. So I'm scrolling here on Insider. January 2nd, Iranian General Qasem Soleimani was killed in a U.S. drone strike. So that happened January 2nd.
I remember that happened and everyone thought we were going to war.
Yeah, it was World War III.
Yeah, that was gonna happen.
But
see, I don't know for sure because we did that and everyone thought it was the greatest thing. I heard that he was this great guy, then I heard he was an Iranian thug. So I don't really know, and that's the problem, man, with Twitter is like you don't. And even when I looked up, I'm not real into political science and shit, so I don't really know like the lingo and like what exactly it means. So I could never get a straight answer to whether like this was actually gonna happen because I know Twitter was losing its shit about it. Like, we're going to World War III, and people were talking.
Well, no, he was the Iran's one of the Iran's top commanders.
Yeah.
So he was an Iraqi militia commander.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was the commander as well as
it was
both
one.
Those guys, but he was the bigger one.
Yeah.
And they were both killed in a U.S. airstrike at Baghdad airport.
Yeah.
And that was January the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually, so it says the Pentagon, the purpose of the strike was that it was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. So that was January the 2nd. So right after the freaking gift happened, it was this.
Yeah, so everybody thought this is.
So this is 2020, January 2nd. This is 2 days in to 2020.
I remember that was That was crazy. And I got I know I was scared because I was like, fuck, we might, if like we're going to war, like I bet if my ass better get to Canada. Because your boy is not getting drafted.
You won't get drafted because you technically already have a college degree, I think, right?
Is
that how that works?
I don't know. I really don't know how that works. That's another thing. So everyone was talking about the draft, and I remember there were so many memes about like Fortnite and like Call of Duty. Your friends running around.
Oh yeah.
Our boys in the trenches, like all like stupid shit was happening. You remember that?
Our boys in the trenches.
Where we landing, like you're gonna jump.
So hey, where we dropping boys, it was like a map of
Iraq. Like it's not funny, man, but like holy shit. Dude.
But no,
like,
I mean that's what people were doing because we really thought that we're gonna go to World War III.
And the crazy thing is, I think that like people like take this humor and they take it towards like serious shit like that.
Because they're fucking scared.
I was terrified.
I mean,
bro.
people are deep down scared.
I was scared. I was like, holy shit.
But leave it up to people. Like if the world fucking ends tomorrow, people are making memes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know that's happening.
The world could be on fucking fire, and we will be on Twitter making some fire.
It'll be the freaking the African American or the African dudes dancing with the funeral.
Oh yeah, we're all for all of us. Just
yeah. Bro, it's gonna be those guys. And I saw one. It was like a meme where the guys were carrying the earth and they're all dancing around. And then one of the guys had Michael Jordan's face, fucking crying. People are stupid, man.
I don't get it, man. I really don't understand.
All right.
But what else is on the list?
So January 2nd, that's what happened.
Jeez.
January 7th. So 5 days later.
5 fucking days.
5 days later, the World Health Organization notified that
the
coronavirus has started in China. So.
But see, which is this is why, and so
what were you gonna say?
That's why this is such a fucking scam. They told us then that it was happening.
That's what I was just about to say.
COVID-19.
So despite cases being reported as early as November 2019.
Exactly. Why were we so ill prepared for this? Is my thing.
I don't know.
What the hell?
People.
It's literally called COVID-19 because it happened in 2019. Yet we were aware in fucking December. And really, that didn't even matter because the coronavirus didn't really become a panic until what, March? Early March.
Because it started to spread in the U.S.
Late February.
It started to spread in the U.S.
But like you knew that was gonna happen. Why were we so unprepared?
Ill prepared.
Whatever.
I don't know. But yeah, that's
when it really hit. And the crazy thing was, I remember I'm real paranoid about shit like that. So I was tracking it every fucking day. Waiting.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at it.
We were no. Yeah, we were.
And
both
I was like,
there.
oh shit, you see this?
And then we were like, well, here's the thing. Like, I'm so, and we'll get to this a little bit later. But like, there were days where we were conflicted. Like, is this thing serious or is it not?
You remember? And I remember like we were talking about it because I was coaching baseball, and I remember I would talk to the coach and be like, hey, you hear about that coronavirus?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, I heard about it, blah blah. And we'd joke about it. He'd be like, remember I got sick because I didn't go to the rodeo with Carlo that one time. I got sick, and I was like, fuck. I might fucking. I was legit nervous. I was like, fuck, I might have it. Yeah. And I remember the coach at St. Matthews was like, hey, shit, you got the coronavirus? But I don't have the coronavirus, dude. But like,
you never know.
You never know. I might have actually had it. I could have had it. I really could have.
Any of us could have really might have had it, but because it presents asymptomatic.
I was sick as fuck. I was sick. I don't know what it was.
Things.
But I had some of the symptoms of coronavirus, which made me think I had it. So maybe I'm immune to that shit.
I mean, we really don't know. But
anyway, I mean, like that was. I remember we were tracking it. We were like, holy shit, and it was kind of like in a weird, like really like a limbo because no one really knew if it was serious.
Right. And even up to now, like
I still don't know.
I still don't know
because the society split halfway. Some are like it's awful, and some are like it's a fake pandemic.
Yeah, it's completely. It feels like almost as if it's 50-50, but there's parts of me that are saying like, oh man, because now we just got the order that obviously this episode is going to air after everything is 25% open.
Yeah.
So it's going to actually air
next Tuesday.
Next week on Tuesday. So May 1st is Friday, which is your birthday. May 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So this video is going to air on the 5th of May. And currently it is the 28th of April. So, no, I'm lying. No, that's right. So May 5th is the day it's going to air. So as of right now, we still don't have any sort of data that's going to really be collected within obviously it's only going to be 5 days, but we don't really know if it's going to jump in cases or what right now. But
we talked to you earlier, the Atlanta opened everything up fast,
right?
And they're up 200 cases.
What is? I'm gonna Google. So maybe you can plug this in so that people can see. But Atlanta coronavirus cases today. So today is the 28th.
Yeah. Does it say anything? Just go to news. And then again, I did see this on Facebook, so I could be off. It could have been just bogus.
So today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Miss anything?
It says here, 996 people have died, so almost 1,000. In
Could
terms
be.
of today, don't see. We can probably go back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it was probably just BS. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it. Maybe it was just something on Facebook. I don't know.
We'll probably have to come back to it.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Oh, right here. It says health officials, nearly 13,000 administered in Georgia on Tuesday. This was an hour ago.
13,000 what?
People were admitted. Or administered, what does that mean? I mean, put in a hospital?
Administered?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, sorry. Those are just tests. Anyway, more people are getting tested because more people are outside because they open everything back up.
Okay.
Which is wild. But anyway.
So when did it open?
I guess it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know.
Okay, so from the 26th, so it was actually going down. The highest day was April 7th, and this was in Georgia, the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just Atlanta that's open, right?
Yeah, maybe. I really don't know the specifics.
Okay. So I think, so it actually slightly bumped up from the 26th to 27th. It bumped up 265 on April 26th to 868 on April 27th. So it actually slightly bumped up.
200.
We don't have the data for today, obviously, because today has not ended. But it does show that there's a bump up, about almost 600 people, approximately 600 people. It's bumped up.
See,
in cases from two different days.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's actually, so if you see the graph, we'll put the graph on here. Maybe you can put it as a picture.
Mm-hmm.
It actually shows a dip, and then it's going up.
Back up.
It's shooting back up, but it's still relatively equal with some other days. So after obviously the 28th, we'll kind of see where it's sitting at. But
anyway,
so
coronavirus happened in 2020.
Yeah,
we'll leave that. So let's introduce because it'll get worse.
Right.
But keep going down the list.
Okay, January 7th.
Oh shit, we're still in January.
Oh no, this is just a few days after. This is a day after.
Yeah.
So actually, a day after Prince and Harry, Meghan Markle announced that they were stepping down from Buckingham as duties as senior royals. So they're out from the Buckingham Palace. But what's even more kind of interesting is the fact that that Iran actually launched ballistic missiles at our base in Iraq and killed.
I remember that.
Or no, they didn't kill anybody, but they injured.
That's what
American
really
soldiers.
hit us all. That were like.
So it was after that point, I think people were like,
Like,
"Holy
we're
shit,
going
this
to
is
war.
World War III."
Yeah.
Or slightly before that, and then that happened, and we're like, "Holy shit, what else is gonna happen?" Kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Iran launches ballistic missiles at 2 military bases in Iraq, and they injured American soldiers. So that happened a day after COVID was explored in China, in Wuhan.
Okay. What else is
So no deaths were reported from the incident.
I remember
But more than 100 troops were later diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries.
Hell yeah, you got launched, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, January 8th, same day, a Ukrainian flight crashes in Iran and killed 176 passengers on board.
Wow.
So that occurred. They were aboard flight 752 and killed 176 people, and that was the same day, January 8th. So it says here, Iran later claimed responsibility for the incident, saying in a statement that the plane was shot down after it was mistaken for a threat. Can you believe that shit? God. In such a condition because of human error and in an unintentional way, the flight was hit.
Jeez.
So the flight was hit on accident. 3 days after that, that's when China recorded its first coronavirus death. So the first death from COVID was January 11th. Recorded.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Take
I
that
mean,
with a
that's
grain of
what's
salt.
that's what's
What they were told
the
us.
CDC has. Well, not the CDC, but World Health Organization.
What else?
And then 5 days after that, on January 16th, the impeachment trial of our president
that
happened.
was wild. And then you had all the idiots that were like, he's gone. Like, no, he's just been charged. He's still our president.
That whole thing was happening. Man, there was like a billion things happening in
Oh
January.
shit! Yeah, that was
And it
January
just-
was the longest month. I think
I
that
feel
was,
like-
everybody says like the longest.
Well,
month.
now it feels like this is the March to
April's
April.
got March.
April has been pretty quick. March was
Yeah.
slow as hell.
March was slow.
And then after the impeachment of Trump, 4 days after that, January the 20th, our first death of coronavirus in the U.S. was reported in Washington State.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our first death. So about that time, 17 people had been killed,
Mm-hmm.
and 470 people in China were infected. And it was slowly spreading to countries like South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
So a man in his 30s ended up dying first, January 20th,
Damn.
in the U.S.
What else?
Okay.
Aside from like coronavirus stuff, what else happened?
Lots
Because
of
I mean, it's all
coronavirus
fucking
stuff.
coronavirus, but like,
So yeah, obviously, China ends up going down on lockdown, and this impacted over 11 million residents.
yeah.
Um,
I remember when they said they went on lockdown. I was like, "There's no way that'll ever happen here."
oh yeah,
Oh, it did.
they did. They did say that. There was like,
I remember everybody was like, they're crazy over there. Like, they're wild." And like, next thing you know, like,
but people were sparking out like some serious like conspiracy theories at that point. People were saying like, because I heard one of the people that works at my gym, she was saying, like, why is it only targeting kids and elderly? It's as if
I
they're
remember
trying to
that
like
one.
reduce population
population
to
control,
show
yeah.
something.
I remember you told me about that, and it made sense because a while, I remember it was people that were vulnerable were elderly and children.
And like to make it seem less worse, it was like more so elderly people
And
because they were already
everybody-
gonna die
yeah, and
anyways or
everybody
something.
was like, "Oh, if you're young, you're fine. It's not attacking you. You're fine." And then it didn't. And then every day, I mean, even to this day now, it's still like, "Oh, now young people are having strokes, and now it's targeting young people." And it's like
Yeah. Well, now it's presenting itself with rashes and stuff. You heard about that?
at the toes, your feet, and stuff.
Feet,
like
and
that.
then on the face,
I
like
didn't hear
face
that
rash.
one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
3 days after the impeachment was when Kobe and Gigi Bryant passed away.
Graham, was that really?
Yeah, 3 days after an impeachment. This is
What-
January 26th.
Fuck.
January 26th is when Kobe passed, and that was in the helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. Both he and his daughter, as well as some other passengers.
Mm-hmm.
That baseball coach was part of the.
Dude, that was crazy. I remember people were saying that, and normally you see like people are like, "Oh, you're dead," but it's not actually true.
What do you mean? What do you say?
I remember people like, you know, when people say like, "Oh, Jackie Chan died," but like it was always just like a hoax.
Oh,
like, on
yeah, no,
TMZ.
this
And I
was-
thought
yeah.
that was fake. I thought it was fake, and it wasn't, bro. That
Yeah.
was real. And like the crazy thing was the impact it had, man. On so many people.
Oh man, that's an understatement, dude.
'Cause
I
he
mean,
was everywhere,
everyone
bro.
knew. Everyone knows
knows Kobe. Even if you don't even like basketball, you know Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows Kobe Bryant.
Just
Like you almost like it took me a long time for my mind to like
wrap my head around
comprehend
it,
Like,
and
holy
it's honestly, it
shit.
doesn't even feel like he's really passed. Like it's just like
Yeah, it's weird. It's
feels
really
like
strange.
almost fake. It feels like, or just like seems like it's like, how could that even be real?
It's just like it was the same when like Mac Miller died.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
felt the same way. Like that was like, whoa.
I said that about like Chester
Weird.
Bennington from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
It's just like weird to wrap your head around like this,
It's
like
just
this
like, holy shit,
well-known young
yeah,
person
God,
just like
this
passed
person.
away.
I remember when Mac Miller died, like I legit told me like that can't be no.
Yeah.
What? Like what are you talking about? Like because I listened to him so much when I was younger
Mm-hmm.
that it was just fucking weird, dude. That was strange.
Yeah.
It's sad. Fucked me up. And then Kobe died. I was like, what the fuck? Cause like, dude, he's everywhere.
Oh,
Basketball
man.
or not, like Kobe Bryant is huge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And his whole family, I mean, really just like, I
Dude.
can only imagine how they've been holding up until now.
yeah, it's wild. It's crazy. Let's
So-
get back into all that. But
After that, Trump was acquitted. That was on the 5th of February.
damn.
Yeah. February 11th, World Health Organization names the coronavirus disease COVID-19, so they had officially renamed it. This was another pretty messed up thing that happened. February 29th or 24th, Harvey Weinstein was found guilty
Oh, yeah.
of third-degree rape and first-degree criminal sexual act.
Yeah.
And he's like that huge like Hollywood producer.
Weinstein Productions.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
God. And it started that whole Me Too movement.
Yeah, but I mean that's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
What else?
Um,
Not to brush over that, but like yeah, I mean Me Too things would happen for a while, which
yeah.
is great. So
March 10th is when Italy went on lockdown.
Italy. Fuck.
So
I
they
forgot
first.
about- I
They
forgot
were the
about
first
how
country
bad
to
Italy
implement.
It was hitting Italy really hard. I remember, and they were just not handling it well.
Yeah, no, that was really bad.
That was bad. That was crazy.
It was. It had been the second worst hit country.
Yeah. Who was the first?
Was it China? It was China. Yeah. So the country shut down its borders and shuttered all stores except grocery stores and pharmacies in a bid to stem the spread of the disease.
Yeah.
It just sounds weird to read, and yet we're
still doing it.
We're doing that now. It's just like what?
Crazy.
And then they officially declared it a pandemic. The WHO, World Health Organization, declares it a pandemic in March 11th. Lots of these are just obviously coronavirus updates.
Yeah.
But they're happening so quick. It's crazy. Trump declares national emergency amid the coronavirus pandemic. That's on March 13th. Mm-hmm. And then the stock market plunged 3 days after that.
Well, I remember you coming into work. You came into work and told me that it was like, holy shit.
It was down 3,000 points.
You're like, fuck.
Nearly 3,000 points.
Yeah.
Its worst drop since 1987. Since for the coronavirus fears. Yeah. Yeah. It was really bad.
Well, it's China, man. China holds a lot of equity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots of trade, lots of...
Oh, yeah. So when China goes down, you bet your ass everything else is going to go down.
Yeah. And people lost hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars because of that. Mm-hmm. And it's slow. I mean, obviously, it's slowly starting to work its way back up. But for people that want to retire and that sort of shit, like...
Yeah, it's detrimental.
Yeah. March 24th, the 2020 Summer Olympics.
Canceled.
Mm-hmm. Postponed to 2021.
Shit. Dude, sports.
Yeah. Sports.
I remember when they canceled the NBA, I was scared because I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, no, remember those guys got infected first. The guy from the Utah Jazz,
Rudy Gobert. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was what started the whole thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, tested positive. Oh, he's being tested. He was the first guy to get tested in the NBA."
Yeah.
And I remember like, "Holy fuck, this is that guy." And I was scared. I was legitimately.
And then
scared.
Didn't Kevin Durant get it too?
Everybody got it. But the thing with that was, and this is why I thought it was a scam or like a hoax. I'm serious because it was like, then everybody started to get it. But the wild thing was it was only giving you people that you knew.
It was only like,
right? It was only like Kevin Durant has it, and then it was like I don't know if Kyrie. I don't know if Tom Hanks, and it was like I didn't know if Kyrie Irving had it. And Kyrie Irving's pretty big, like Kevin Durant. They're all both around the same amount of people. But why didn't Kyrie get it? But because Kevin Durant's a bigger athlete,
right? And
then Rudy Gobert was Defensive Player of the Year.
I didn't think about that.
I was telling you about this when it happened. I was like, it's strange that only people that are big, Kevin Durant, Rudy Gobert, Tom Hanks, then what's the guy from The Office? Charles. Do you know his name?
Charles.
Yeah.
Did he pass away?
Idris Elba or whatever his name is. He got it.
Yes.
Big star got it.
Yes.
And then it was like all these huge movie stars and like famous people were getting it, and it was almost like they wanted you to like be scared because famous people were getting it. That's where I was kind of skeptical about it at first when all that was happening because it was like celebrity after athlete after celebrity after athlete,
and then they would just like talk about
football coaches, and then Sean Payton got it, and then but like every time they interviewed him, they were just like, yeah, we're doing okay, but like they look fucking fine.
Yeah, that was
which was really weird. Like Rudy Gobert was fucking around the whole time, and he had the virus. Like I was just like what? Touching all the mics and shit, like running around. Oh yeah. Like he has the virus, and he's fucking around. Like he doesn't even look sick. And then and then Mitchell something, whatever his name is for the Jazz, got it too, and they looked fucking fine. They're playing on Twitch.
Yeah, they were playing video games and stuff. Yeah, I do remember.
If I don't feel anything, feel fine. That's like, and it was just like, is this a real thing, or are we just like saying, I have COVID too? Like it was, it felt like that. But
they really played the whole thing really weirdly.
Yeah,
it was just like weirdly
strange. Because and I'm gonna see. This is kind of a hot take because I know people are getting sick and dying from it still to this day. But like, I don't know anyone as big as it is. I don't even know someone that knows someone.
No, I know someone. I know people who have it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of them that was in New York, who lives in New York, has it. He used to work out at Tejas Fit.
Wow.
A few of the nurses since my friend's mom's a nurse. She
got it.
She didn't get it, but like people that she's worked with, like or students,
got it.
They've gotten it.
It's wild.
But they recovered.
See,
they didn't pass away. They recovered. Most of the people are recovering. So
anyway,
statistically speaking, like they're more likely to recover based off of the statistics that we have.
What else is there?
April 7th, officials in Wuhan, China, lift the citywide lockdown after 76 days. So that occurred. And then April 9th, 2 days after that, the state of New York alone has the highest number of coronavirus cases than any other country in the world. That's more than any other country in the world.
That was us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the state of New York.
Oh, yeah. I remember when New York was
New York
bad.
is, yeah, it's still bad.
Yeah.
There are still climbing cases. So that's the past 100 days from 2020 so far, but obviously, like, it extends much further than that. Like, obviously, right now, like, they're implementing 25% comebacks for people May 1st.
Well, the crazy thing is, you know, we were talking before we go into, like, that tweet, but, like I was watching, I don't forget what movie I was watching, and this guy just walks into the store, or to a restaurant. Yeah. And it just seems so foreign, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching, like a TV show, and it was showing, like, just people being in, like, a group of people, and it, like, almost made me uncomfortable.
Like, you're like, oh, my God.
Like, I haven't seen that in so long.
Or, like I was watching, I forgot what, I was surfing through, and, like, they showed that new Jonas Brothers thing came out. I was watching Prime. I was going through my Prime stuff, and it showed, like, the Jonas Brothers thing, like, a preview of it, because, like, hovered over it.
Like,
and
a concert?
The amount of people.
It just, like, makes me uncomfortable.
You're just like,
like,
oh, my God.
Shit.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that happened not too long ago.
God, man, it's just weird.
It's crazy, dude. But, like, and of course it's, like, the Jonas Brothers, so it's super, like there's a fuckload of people in there, like, just sandwiched in this massive crowd. It's like, holy shit.
So what do you think about, like, the 25% opening?
Like, do you think it's a bad idea?
So you think it's a bad idea?
Dude, you saw what happened in Georgia in one day.
Yeah. That was from...
It's a bad idea.
Not today, but from Sunday to Monday.
I mean, yeah. Dude, that's in a day. That's 24 hours. They've jumped cases. And I don't know the theory.
I'm curious to see what it's going to look like tomorrow.
Yeah. I get what they're trying to do. Like, our economy's suffering and, like, opening it back up. But, like...
But people need money, man. People need work.
That's the other thing we're talking about, the stimulus check. I never thought I'd see a day where the government's just going to hand you a check. It's like, here's some money.
Yeah, $1,200.
I mean, I know it's happened before in 2008, but, like, I didn't, like, I was too young.
But experiencing it, like, firsthand, like, you acquired that.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you were qualified to obtain it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Literally. It's such a wild time, bro. Like, I remember, and I just kind of, I guess I did kind of break the law, sort of, when I went to Target the other day. And I didn't even think, I just woke up, I bought the scale.
This was stupid. Well,
this
yeah,
was
but
kind
you're
of
not...
stupid on my part, but it just,
but no,
felt so
they
weird.
just implemented the mask.
Yeah, it was a couple days before that.
It must have, it was like less than 24 hours or something.
And I bought the food scale, and I bought it, and I didn't, like, this is just me waking up saying I need a food scale. Bought the food scale. Walked it. I didn't think. Just got in my car, drove to Target.
So you bought it online, but went to go pick it up.
Right. And I didn't think. Just got out of my car. Didn't even care to notice the hundreds, but other people walking around with masks. And I walk in the store, and, like, there's, like, these soccer moms in there, and they're looking at me like, and I'm wearing a sock hat, like, flip flops, look like a bum. I guess I didn't even really think about it, but I look like a bum ass, bro. I'm in, like, sweats, like, flip flops, like, sock hat. I got this dirty, thick ass beard. I mean, I was wearing I had stuff, got tattoos. Like,
yeah, you never know, man.
Walk in there, and I'm walking to the guy's like, whoa, hey. And I'm like,
what's going on?
What? He's like, it's state law, you have to wear a mask in public areas. And I was like, didn't even think. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, I forgot my mask. I got it in my car. Do I need to go get it? And he's like, well, what can I help you with? And then I ended up picking it up. But the way that people were looking at me for not having a mask on, was like, they looked at me like I had some, like, lesion on my face, or like I was some, like, freak or something, bro. Like, it was so weird because you could when people are looking at you, you could feel like and there was a bunch of people because they just opened, so we were all going in there. Yeah. And, like, people were just staring.
Well, even right now, like, remember I was trying to get my food.
Oh, I didn't know what happened.
And I had to come back up here and get my mask. Like, fuck, my mask.
People are avoiding people. Like, they're, like, staying. When we were up today, you didn't notice the people that walk by. Sometimes people don't give a shit, but, like, you notice the people that walk, like, really far.
Yeah, they weren't going around us.
And I'm just like, are you serious? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
And there's that one girl who just didn't give a shit, just split us right down the middle.
Oh, yeah, true.
I didn't even care.
True,
but it's like, it's crazy, dude. Like, I just felt like so, like, weird. That's just such a weird time, bro.
It is like,
it's crazy. Not to mention that masks blow.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah, well, I was telling you because
that lady that passed out.
Yeah, this lady passed out behind the wheel of a car because she was wearing her mask inside the car.
Okay, but like common sense, dude.
Yeah.
If you're the only person in the car,
But it
if you
just
have
goes to
it,
show that
you have it.
wearing these things suck, man. You can't breathe.
It's just a joke, bro. I
Yeah.
think at this point, it's a joke.
What do you mean?
Masks don't do anything.
The masks?
No.
Well, they don't prevent. Well, they do. They like prevent it from spreading to other people, but don't help you.
No.
You say you
That's what
help
I'm saying.
other
So like,
people.
if you like, I see people driving around with their girlfriends, like, and you can see them coming out of their apartments. And they live together, and they're walking around with masks on. Like, homie, y'all live together. If y'all have it together, if y'all live together, unless you're walking around the house with masks on, if you have it, you gave it to the other person.
Yeah.
Why are you walking around your house with masks?
Yeah.
Or driving around
Or working out.
as if they probably don't make out and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just working out's the
stupidity.
worst one. I mean, you always got to breathe. It's almost as if it's like that.
Those VO2 masks.
The VO2, not the VO2.
The training masks.
The training masks.
Yeah,
yes,
stupid.
the high altitude training masks. It's the
I almost
same
bought
thing.
one, bro.
People were passing out.
Yeah,
And
it's stupid.
it's supposed to fix. It literally prevents you from breathing.
That's essentially what it is.
It literally prevents you from breathing.
It's crazy, dude.
It is not mock altitude training at all.
That's what they make.
Yeah,
it seem
they
like scam.
same with KT tape. KT. No bueno.
KT tape is trash.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, so 25% open rate, right? So people are obviously pissed off. People are
It's like
pissed.
the Vegas thing.
People are pissed off. Like, but I think at the same time, like, if you don't want to go, you shouldn't go.
I think that you think you shouldn't go. I think it's open, but don't like. I can guarantee that's still a lot.
But you're not gonna line up at Chili's on
No
Friday.
one's going anywhere. I can guarantee.
So you think people are not gonna go? People are desperate, bro. People are real desperate. People are desperate to get money and work. They need to work, like, cause like, think about it, like they can't just go, like, for people that can't just go out and do something like this, like,
Yeah.
like they need like a family to support. Like, they're ready to get back to work. I mean, I saw those people. I think it was in Georgia actually when they were opening up the salons. Like,
They're opening up.
they opened salons in Georgia, in Atlanta.
it.
So they opened those up and they were banking, like, booked for months on
Haircuts.
Well, not
shit.
haircuts, but like people getting their hair done. Like, they were booked for months.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because people were flocking
Dying
these
to get
places.
in.
Yes.
I think. Oh, see, that's
No
a
pun
different.
intended.
That's a different thing. I think that's a grooming thing because I can guarantee you the minute that, and I say I'm growing my hair out, but I don't think I'll.
It's the same with the gym, bro.
Oh.
Once it opens, do you think it's gonna be packed or like?
See, that's a different one. That's gonna be a 50-50
No, man. Is
split.
it really though?
It's either gonna be dead, and I'll be the first to know because I work I train at the
Yeah,
gym,
you're gonna
so
be there.
I'll know
You're gonna have to be
immediately
there.
how
At LA
how
Fitness.
real packed it's gonna be or how it is. I'll be on the front lines of that shit, and I'm telling you, it'll be 50-50. It'll either be real packed or real busy or it'll be
No.
dead.
Yeah. I
Which
don't
hell,
know.
if they open and it's dead,
I
my
think
ass is gonna be.
I think if the first week like nothing happens, it just depends. Because if they see like this thing like goes up in cases and stuff,
They're
people
gonna
are
close everything back down.
People are gonna close it. They're gonna close it back down, but people aren't gonna go anymore.
Mhm.
But if like nothing happens for a few days, people are gonna go. After
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 days, there's no more cases, and then they'll go.
Good luck telling Crystal that one.
Oh, we'll see. And then after that, Kim Jong Un.
Oh, that's a conspiracy.
Might be dead.
Get that out of here. That's a
Well, TMZ
conspiracy.
reported that he was dead.
Yeah, but TMZ
TMZ
does
is
a lot of
like
dumb shit.
eh.
And did you see that meme of him in the hospital bed and the fucking guys are outside the window? Did you see that?
Yes, I tagged you in that one. It was those guys, or like the
If
one where they're
he's
holding him
dead,
up.
I don't know. Would that cause any like uproar? We didn't do it.
Well, no. I mean, it
We-
wouldn't really. It
we
would
didn't
cause
do it.
uproar just because he's Kim Jong Un, and
Yeah.
he's like a complete dictator. So
Yeah, I mean it'd be kind of crazy with all the chaos he's technically caused.
yeah, and then you got so we actually here's it's a tweet. So it
I'll
says
put that one,
2020
yeah.
so far, and it's not even May. World War III almost started, so we talked about that.
Yeah.
Australia's on fire. Kobe Bryant's passed away. Complete sports
Dude,
are canceled.
sports. That's one we didn't talk about.
Yeah, sports are completely
Holy
canceled.
shit!
And we haven't seen sports.
But
in a
the
while.
implications, bro. Like,
people are losing out on
as
money
much as you
everywhere,
didn't
bro.
think, sports is more than sports. It always has been, but people don't see it that way. People think sports is
Sports
such a
is sport.
social event.
Yeah,
Like people will gather on Fridays and Saturday nights to go watch the game. There's
Yeah.
no games happening.
there's nothing happening.
That's wow. They're rerunning stupid. They're finding documentaries to play on ESPN.
Well, yeah,
There's nothing else
I
to
do
play.
want to watch that one though.
The
Michael Jordan.
MJ one. Yeah, I do
that
wanna
one
watch
looks
that
good. But I mean, like they're re-airing like
Games.
my coach from baseball,
Yeah.
and, like they're
LSU.
showing his the year 2000 College World Series. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, man.
From LSU.
Oh, remember we went to Puckers before everything really closed down. We went with Funny Guy. Remember?
Oh,
they were replaying the Longhorns games because like that's all they could play. On
it was
Longhorn
it was like games from January and it was already like March.
Dude, that was wild.
But that was wow.
That
So
was
they
right
canceled
before.
sports. They canceled sports, but we were still eating at the restaurant. That's kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, it was dumb. There was a lot of people in there too.
Hell yeah, there was. Remember
that?
how many people? Remember that guy was serving that one table like 20 beers?
Yeah, remember we were like, hey,
we were waiting
a
for
beer,
him.
and then we were looking right at him. I was about to go just grab it off the table.
It took him like at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was wild.
Okay, so you got all sports are canceled. Millions of people are sick. Yep. The world is in complete lockdown. And then we got Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Oh, I still haven't watched that. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh,
well, I have one more episode.
Should I watch it?
It's interesting.
That's the other thing. This Tiger King thing. And I still haven't watched it. I've kind of strayed away because it looks so fucking stupid.
It looks stupid, but like you're watching it and it's like weirdly entertaining. Like,
am I gonna have to watch it tonight?
I mean, I told you to watch Ozark. Ozark is really, really good.
I've been really
but you've been like on your own,
maintaining my TV consumption. So
yeah,
I started Ozark. Ozark kind of grabbed my attention, but then I haven't like sat down.
You just haven't gone back to it. Yeah, right. That happens to me. Sometimes I'll be in and out of it, but just because I'm busy doing whatever. But so yeah, you got Carol Baskin killed her husband. So Tiger King, it's weirdly entertaining. So like, you don't think it'd be like it's stupid, but it just it's getting worse, man.
It just keeps getting worse.
You just think it's done, but it's it's not. It just gets worse.
Jesus. All right. What else?
Gronk is out of retirement.
That's
to join Brady.
And I knew that he was gonna come back eventually. The whole thing.
Yeah. I felt the same way. He was like way too in his prime. Like he's still young. He's like a pretty built dude.
Same with Marshawn Lynch. He left and came back.
Yeah.
Just because they have a lot of money and they want to be lazy for a little bit. Like Gronk likes to party. Of course, he's gonna take time off.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
Crazy.
That's the thing about the golden years, bro. You don't do anything, and then you want to go back to work. There it is.
There it is, dude. These guys have millions and millions of dollars to just go home and sit, and then they get fucking bored, and they have all the money in the world,
and not get hurt, not get to CTE or whatever else, and playing football.
And they
want to win another Super Bowl.
They're bored. They get back out there.
Want to win another Super Bowl.
Tom Brady again? Come on.
Yeah, man. And a different team like they show.
So Belichick trades him for a 4th round pick.
I don't know. I feel like he has something up his sleeve.
Belichick?
He always does.
Oh, yeah.
He always does.
What else is on that too?
That's pretty much it. So that's up until May. It's not not even May. That's pretty much it. But there's a consistent theme.
The theme with all those things, right?
And it's just a lot of negative shit.
All negative. All of it.
It's a lot of negative shit. What about the positive stuff? Like even if you scroll through here, like what positive thing has been posted on here? Nothing positive is.
Not one.
You can't find a positive thing, and it's just it's crazy. You can scroll through here or watch the news all day long, and hell, scroll on and look at memes on Facebook, and in one way or another, they're just all negative stuff.
It's not gonna make the news if it's not dirty laundry, bro.
People don't want to consume.
No, it's not interesting.
People aren't interested in watching that stuff.
It's not fear. It doesn't drive fear into you, so it's not.
It's not like people like what you said like rubberneckers. Like whenever there's an accident, like
yeah, dude. Everybody wants to.
Everyone wants to know.
Everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
It's like there's a common theme, bro, and it's just how we're wired as a society is to like go. You flock to the.
And now, aliens.
Oh God, aliens! But you said that's old news though.
Well. Yes and no. Like obviously, it's a recent thing. Like they released those videos a while back. Like I've seen those videos before.
Oh, I see.
I
saw that shit. Lost my shit. I was like, oh my God.
So like, yeah, the U.S. Navy is acknowledge the fact that UFOs. Out there. But you have to understand that UFOs are like, it's unidentified flying objects. So when you see something in the sky and you look at it, you're like, that's But see, you don't know what it is. That's unidentified.
But then the other day, all those rock bands in California. Saw those lights, bro, and that was wide stretch, dude. That was a big ass.
That was like over a mile long.
It stretched over from Cali to Arizona.
Oh, that's way over a mile.
It was a long way.
But and then on the video, it showed like that craft like spinning, and then it's like taking off. Yeah. And they were saying like the speed that it could possibly move is like nothing that's like established on like Earth at all. Like any type of craft on Earth, it's not able to do that. I hear that, motion.
But then I hear at the same time like that's probably just like clickbait because and this is going kind of conspiracy theory-ish. We have shit that we could probably pull out of our pocket that no one knows about. That's probably dumbass powerful.
That can go into a whole string of different.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just
stuff,
saying, I hear that, but then I'm kind of like,
who knows? But that's the thing. Like, no one really knows. That's the evidence is just there, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be there. Just the same with like the Men in Black. We've seen the Men in Black.
Yeah, and then like, and then like these are like actual like, freaking Air Force people or Navy SEAL people.
So you say.
Or I think it was the Navy. It's a U.S. Navy. So they were on a boat.
So they say.
And these are pilots.
Like, what the hell was that? Oh my god! And they like talking about it.
So, and they're able to, see commonalities with different craft. Like they're able to look at a craft and say, oh, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Not to mention the fact they analyze that video and it shows that it's not emitting any sort of like heat from the actual vehicle itself. Crazy, yeah. So there's it's a thermal video. So like they're looking at the thermal video and it's just like cold, and there's no heat. There's no heat emission or engine.
Yeah, it's just like
with these crafts.
But
and it just takes off.
Back to the thing at hand is just like we as a society, bro, we're driven towards negativity, and it's such a toxic mindset to have.
Yeah.
Like how can like?
And that's why you just gotta like really like take a step back and like.
That's why
preoccupy yourself with something positive.
That's why I really do limit my take
your
on
consumption.
Social media, bro.
Yeah,
you have to. Of it is like, sir, that's funny.
Yeah.
But it's repetitive. And like people want you to look at all this shit. They want you to get scared. Because it drives fear. That's gonna make you want to read it more. And oh my god! And then you look at more shit, and then you look at something else, and it snowballs into these, which is like why half the people are fucking at home terrified. Yeah. Like. But like, there's no need.
Especially like, I mean, I hate to say, but like my grandparents and like elder people and like
terrified.
They're terrified because that's all they do is watch the news.
Yeah, but they're like stricken.
It's the same thing
like
every day. Yeah, my granddad gives me a call, or my dad call. Hey, is Adam wearing his mask? You gotta wear a mask. This that. Like, gotta wear a mask. You want to get $1,000 fine. Like, it's just like it's all they know. It's just the media consumption, just the news, just watching the news crazy. All day.
And it's like, and it's like it kind of goes back to like watching TV and like Netflix and like social media. Yeah. It's like you gotta limit that shit and like get into something that's gonna take your mind away from all this negative shit because it's gonna fuck up.
Not only that, you're preoccupying your time with negative stuff,
right?
Instead of preoccupying yourself with things that you could be working towards to build yourself.
Right.
And so all the time you spend on this negative stuff is just wasted time.
Yeah.
Because it is what it is. It's not going to change whether you look at it or you don't.
Yeah, it's
going to be there. It's always going to be there.
That kind of goes into the people that are like afraid to do shit now. They're like, I'm afraid to do this, afraid to do that, to go out and do stuff. And it's like, you gotta just do it. Like, quit being so damn scared. Like, if you're gonna get it, that's out of your control.
I think, but you gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, you're not gonna go bunch up somewhere at some like restaurant when they open shit up. Like, be smart.
Yeah,
like, that's just
like no. Like, hey, if these restaurants are opening and you don't want to go, then don't go. And if you know that people are gonna be there, like, and people are gonna flock to these places, like, maybe you should take a few weeks and take a step back and be like, okay, you know what? Let's see how it goes. Whatever. So like that
test the water.
It begs the question: what happens next?
I guess I don't know what happens next. I think, my honest opinion, I think shit's gonna rise again and we're all gonna be right back to phase 1.
I feel like it might be a possibility that it could rise as well. I kind of sit in the same boat as you.
And I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything.
No.
It's just like
it just seems like, well, I was talking to my brother. My brother, obviously, he's doctor. He even thinks like it's way too early. Illinois is extending it all through May.
Yeah,
so they're extending the lockdown through May. Yeah. Texas, however, is not. So they're starting to slowly open things back up and whatnot because obviously, Texas being more so of a red state than a blue. Mm-hmm. People want to get back to work, get the economy going. I mean, obviously, lots of people want the economy back open. They want to get their money. Mm-hmm. But I think it might be a little too early.
It's very early.
That's my opinion.
I'm not, and for me, like, your opinion. Like, for me, like, my lifestyle, whether shit opens or not, is not changing.
I'm still going to continue to do what I need to do on a daily basis.
I'm not going to the office.
Yeah.
Got me fucked up if you think I'm going to the office. My life is going to continue like this for as long as I can write it out.
Yeah, as long as you feel like you're safe.
Yeah.
Bottom line, like, that's where I kind of put myself, like,
okay, man.
And I think people need to understand that. Like, if people feel fear for their safety, have kids at home, whatever, like,
play safe.
I think we should err on the side of caution.
Hell yeah.
But depending on how this goes, we won't really know until everything's really kind of implemented back.
But
and as of right now, we just don't know.
Yeah, and I mean on the flip side, you got to stay positive through all of it, man.
Yeah.
Keep a positive mindset, because you're negative all the time. Shit's gonna go south. It's gonna go south so fast, and your mindset's gonna take a dip, and shit's gonna go fucking haywire.
Yeah.
So you gotta stay positive, man. I'm serious.
Yeah. No, for
whether
real,
you're
it's
cooped
true.
up and they open shit up and you're ready to get out.
Well, that's why I encourage.
Stop.
That's why I always encourage people to go outside and do something. Like, don't coop up and stay inside. And
like today, we're outside, bro, just walking for an hour.
Like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, man. And like, I'm good. Like, I feel okay to sit inside the rest of the day. Just relax. Just get outside and do something. Like, there's actually quite a bit of people like out and about.
Yeah, I've actually been enjoying the fact that I can see more people out and about, going for a walk, going for runs, whatever.
There's other things you can do. So like, if you're one of those people debating on whether you're gonna hop out the house on Friday,
stand in line at Chili's.
Yeah, whatever. What is Chili's?
Chili's, man. They got the dollar
Chili's.
Dollar margs and shit.
Just number one, find a way to be smart about it. Don't just hop out of there.
And honestly, it begs the question: like, if all these places are open and people are getting ready to go, it's like you were just like complaining on how much money you don't have. Now you're gonna go to fucking Chili's and get a marg.
It's the same people that got stimulus checks and went and bought dumb ass shit.
Went and bought Yeezys.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
R.I.P.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's just the same thing. It's just like, if you're gonna go out, it's just in this, we can talk about this. This could probably end up being another topic. It's just people that are bitching and complaining about how they're stuck inside, have no money. Oh my God! Then they go out and blow more money, and it's like you're just a never-ending cycle of bullshit.
Yeah, and then they
that pisses me off.
And they fulfill like their happiness with like buying stuff because it releases like dopamine and shit.
Yeah.
And people enjoy buying stuff because it makes them happy. And they've been feeling so unhappy for so long because they keep themselves inside.
Oh my God, I can't do anything while they're eating Cheeto Puffs on the couch watching Tiger King for the 5th time.
Yeah. That was so specific.
No, I don't know. I made that up literally on the spot. But
yeah, I know.
But anyway, hindsight 2020. Stay positive. We'll make it through it. It'll be all right.
We'll have a podcast on aliens soon enough.
Aliens, yeah.
But as of right now, this is 2020 wrapped up. So far,
it's wrapped up. You can't even say wrapped up.
I said wrapped up so far.
Oh, okay.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay.
2020 so far. It isn't even May yet. It will be May by the time this airs, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
This particular episode will fall on Tuesday of May 5th. But yeah, as of right now, this is episode number 9.
Yeah.
But we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll try something a little different today. Do something.
Yeah, if you got something we want to hear people's opinions on this stuff. So it's interesting to think about, like what does the general public think?
Yeah.
Or general population think about this, and what you're planning on doing? Are you gonna wait in line at Chili's? Are you gonna
why?
Are you gonna be sitting at home eating Cheeto Puffs and watch Tiger King?
Bro, Cheeto Puffs sounds so good right now.
You got pizza, man. Anyways,
all right.
Tune in. Let us know what you think. Shoot us some DMs, comments, give us some follows, likes, subscribe to our YouTube, Common Ground Podcast. We really, really, really enjoy the feedback y'all have been giving us. We appreciate it. Also, just got a new mic. Let us know how it sounds. We love to have the good quality content.
Let them know if it's trash.
Let me know if it's trash.
Got ripped off.
$100, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Thanks Rode Pod Mic. Specifically for podcasting.
The pod mic.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Thank you. I did